Hi guys, it's Peter at Key2 Mortgages. All right, so a question that I get asked an awful lot is how much is it going to cost to buy a property and arrange a mortgage? So I thought I'd just take a little bit of time to explain what you'll need to pay for, essentially, if you're on the sort of home buying journey. So I'm not going to go into what the actual individual costs of things are because they can vary wildly. And also the costs can change depending on your circumstances. So for example, a first-time buyer would expect to pay a lot less in terms of overall costs than somebody moving home, simply because they don't have the additional costs of selling a property. So additional estate agency fees and additional legal costs. But I'm just going to run through the main fees really that you want to start researching and having a look into. Okay, so the number one is solicitor's fees. You'll need to pay a solicitor to deal with the purchase of your property and the sale of your property as well. Number two is something called disbursements. So these will be reports that the solicitor needs to obtain relating to the property that you are going to buy. So you'll pay for those disbursements through the solicitor. So you'll just get one invoice from your solicitor, which will be for their fees, the cost of disbursements, and also stamp duty. Now, stamp duty is a very detailed topic, and I've written a detailed blog on stamp duty, so head over to the website and check that out. But stamp duty is payable in most cases unless you're a first-time buyer and you're buying a property up to £425,000. So if you're a first-time buyer and you're buying up to that amount, no stamp duty payable. But otherwise, most people will pay stamp duty on the purchase of their property. Okay, so mortgage arrangement fees is also something that is likely that you'll have to pay. Now, again, I say likely. Some lenders will offer products without any mortgage arrangement fees at all, certainly offering incentives again for buyer types like first-time buyers or maybe even remortgage customers. But typically speaking, most lenders will charge an arrangement fee for arranging the mortgage. It can vary quite considerably, but typically speaking, around £1,000 to £1,500. Okay, so valuation fees and survey fees. So when you buy a property with a mortgage, the lender will insist on a valuation being carried out of the property. Now, a valuation is not a survey. And again, that's a whole different topic, which I will cover off in another video. But the lender will require a basic valuation just to ensure that the property is suitable for mortgage purposes and is suitable for the amount of money you're asking to borrow against it. Now, again, some lenders will offer a free valuation for certain buyer types and for certain products. And the amount of the valuation, if they don't offer it as a freebie, will depend on the value of the property. And that purely comes down to how long is it going to take the surveyor to do the value. On a higher valued property, it's going to take longer because typically they're bigger property. But the other cost is a survey fee. Now, I recommend to all of my clients to have a survey done of the property that you are going to buy, because this gives you a condition report. So you're going in eyes wide open, knowing exactly what the condition of the property is, and it will highlight any potential issues later on down the line. Again, the cost of that report will vary depending on the type of survey that you want. Mortgage broker fees. So we charge a fee here at Key2 Mortgages. We charge a fee of £495 to advise on and arrange your mortgage. Different brokers will charge different fees. Some brokers charge a percentage of the amount of money that you borrow. Other brokers like me will charge a flat fee. There are some other costs that you might want to consider. For example, if you've got pets, you may want to consider the cost of kennels in case you sort of want to put pets into kennels, or a cattery for a night or two. And also things like removal costs, so the the practicalities of moving home. Are you going to do it yourself? Do you need to rent a van? Are you going to look at a removals firm to help you with that? So those are the basic fees. So solicitors' fees, stamp duty, disbursement, mortgage arrangement fees, valuation fees and survey fees, moving home, and any fees associated to pets. Oh, estate agency fees. So I forgot to mention that, which is obviously quite a big one actually, because if you are selling a property, then the chances are you're going to enlist the services of an estate agent. An estate agent will charge you a fee obviously for selling your property. Now certainly in the Bournemouth, Christchurch and Poole area, which is where we are based, estate agents are typically charging around 1% of the property sale price plus VAT. But that's it. There are your fees. I hope that helped. If you want a detailed breakdown and information more around who to use and what the actual costs might be, then feel free to get in touch. Have a great day. Bye now.